So you know how the other day I made a deck with Reshiram V and Goodra and I spoke about it combining two concepts together? Well, in this one, you might have to forgive me because I think I've made an abomination. We're combining Lugia with Regidrago VSTAR. Before we begin, I'd like to thank the sponsors of the channel, PDCGO Store, where you can buy codes with 5% off using the discount code FTW, and PokéXWord, a Pokemon puzzle and crossword website. Links to both of these websites are linked in the description down below. Now, let's get going. Yes, I'll just dip my finger in my drink. You can't see it, it's all wet, it's all wet. You see the wetness? It's too light, it's too bright. I had my water down here, and I was like, right, as you could see, I've had to like tap the top of my cup, you know, just a bit of emphasis and that. Okay, that was a bit too much. And my finger just dipped in my water. Oh, God's sake. I washed my hands just before anyway, so I can drink my finger water lovely. Yeah, love the taste of fingernails. Anyway, Lugia Regidrago. Yeah, that's a bit wild, isn't it? But it's something, at least, right? Regidrago VSTAR just has no way to charge up Apex Dragon, so we just throw in Archeops. Then the problem is solved. So it's just an alternative way to charge up Regidrago. It's not the best use of Lugia, obviously, but I at least want to explore it to see how it pans out. So this deck uses the likes of Aromatic Energy, we have Aurora Energy and Heat R Energy as our ways to get Regidrago charged up. Very nice and simple. Now, look at some of the cards here. We have the typical stuff you would see. You know, we have Appletun with that thick mucus being able to deal with the Lugia counters, and Duraludon, as well as Giratina and Goodra. Now, Giratina is more of an arguable one because you could go up to some good heights with Lugia, but we're not playing powerful energy in here. The only ways we're charging up Lugia, other than using these energies I've mentioned, is we have 2 double turbos and 2 captures. The double turbos can be quite useful as well when using Giratina's attack because lost impact with that 280, but you can throw a double turbo on there and throw that into the lost zone instead of getting rid of all the other energies in play. Yes, it brings it down to 260, but a Choice Belt brings it up to 290. So in those odd case scenarios where you are being able to 1-hit KO a V-Star, you can just go ahead and throw double turbo, Choice Belt, and you can actually preserve energy a bit more with the Giratina, because I know in this deck, energy is going to be quite important. Other cards to note, we have the baby Regidrago, the one that hits 240 damage straight. It's a heavy attacker. Now, I know you could sit there and go, Sean, just put in Radiant Charizard. Radiant Charizard is technically cheaper and also hits more damage, more relevant damage, but I just want to have fun, okay? This is Regidrago-centric. It's just about Regidrago. We're just going to do that. I know I could play Charizard. I just don't want to in this deck. It's as simple as that. But other than that, it's pretty much a very straightforward Lugia deck with Regidrago just thrown in there. So how about we get into it and start seeing how it goes? This, my friend, is the Hand of Dreams. Look at this. It's a shame we're going second, really. Going first would have been the icing on top, but I will take this hand any day of the week, my friend. We have the Evo Incenses available. We have Regidrago. Oh, I'm gonna get Marnied, aren't I? I'm getting Marnied out of it. I can feel it. I can sense it in my sternum. I can feel it right there, right in my sterny wordy. They're gonna go and do this. Woo! Sky Seal. What are we playing here? What is this bad boy then? Clearly, if it's Sky Seal, it's some sort of basic V. What could it be? Unless this is Lost Box. Is it Eternatus? Oh, we got some fire on the other side of the stadium, my friend. What have we got here? What is this? Let me see the juice. Inteleon. Okay. Something's happening here, and I'm scared. Look at me in my little simpy wimpy deck. You know, not simp. I'm not a simp. A simple deck. I'm a simp for that. The rogue. I'm a rogue simp boy. Okay, that's kind of cringe. Either way, I'm here for whatever my opponent has got going on. I'm very curious. Very curious. Do I Lugia V? I mean, yes, I do, but yeah, of course we have to capture, don't we? We do that. Get double Regidrago V. Why not? We could even go for another one, but we'll use that to counter Path if Path does come through. Go ahead and read the win on this Archeops. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. We might have to do the single Archeops in here, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, what's the strat here? What's throwing me off here is the Seal Stone. The Seal Stone's the real thing that's catching me off guard. Maybe, okay, it's Inteleon. She. So some sort of rapid. Maybe the Seal Stone's for, I guess you could technically 100 Furious Blows with it. Maybe Metachan, but does that apply to Metachan? Is Seal Stone damage from an attack? Let me check quickly. During this turn, if your opponent's active icon V-Star or opponent's VMAX is knocked out by damage from an attack, yes, so damage counters like that which of Metachan doesn't apply. So there's that. It's interesting. It is interesting. Anyway, they've come in and just swung. Pressure. Just straight pressure. Do I go in like hot here? Do I go in hot and just like attach the Aurora? I could attach the Aurora now. Get rid of the Archeops. Like so. So double Archeops. Do I research? I think I can research here, actually. Getting rid of the one Aurora is not too bad. So I think I can research. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I don't know yet. Thing is, all right, we're definitely going to Summoning Star, that's for sure. Like, no doubts about that. I think, I'm curious, I kind of want to bench this because we still need a hard hitter, right? And we haven't quite got the Regidrago VSTAR setup going just yet. Right, so we'll do this and just attack with the Lugia. And do we use this other Archeops just yet? I don't think so. We could actually get a Regidrago VSTAR out. That sounds about right. Yeah, we definitely get a VSTAR out. And if only we had a research instead of a Marnie in hand. That would have been lovely. Are we going to see a Cheryl play? That's where my curiosity lies. Also, I definitely will look at this in the future if you want me to. Inteleon with Radiant Eternatus sounds quite fun. Because it opens up 2 double gunners as well, which is quite cool. And just, I guess, removes the needs for certain resources. That said, I'm wondering what this is all about. Maybe it's the Urshifu. I think it is Urshi, isn't it? And this just puts damage counters down to fix the maths. So maybe it's an Urshi deck that just has these to do, yeah, just do the maths. Melanie? We're going to see a Melanie? We haven't accounted for this, by the way. No Manaphy in our deck. Because, as I said, we're just throwing stuff together and seeing what happens. This is a Frankenstein video. So there's none of that nonsense. Even though I clearly do need it. The space is tough, man. Space is very tough. You have to cut out certain aspects and, yeah. Cutting out those things. Like cutting out Pumpkaboo and Manaphy were cards that maybe you could need in this deck. But, hey-ho, here we are. Right, they're just going to keep pinging. Maybe they just go for another swing with this Inteleon, or they just go for... No, it's definitely Gale Thrust, right? There's no chance they don't Gale Thrust here. No chance. We can come with this Regidrago, but I really want to come with the V-Star. Start using Goodra's attack to at least relieve some sort of damage output. Okay. The retreat says a lot. As will mine. We need the discard, bro. I need that discard, Chief. Maybe I should have attached here. Yeah, I don't think I thought that through. Right, let me Marnie quick. It's a shame we have to get rid of all them Donnies, but let me Marnie, see what's... Okay, that's absolutely no help at all. I mean, that said, we are still looking pretty nice, to be fair. Especially with Stormy Mountains counter their retreat. And we just go for a swing. Another 200, we don't need the Choice Belt just yet. That's 2 VMAXs basically set up. Do you know what? No, we won't go into that. Basically set up for game. And 2 Serenas. So if we just get something as simple as like a, I don't know, a Duraludon or a Goodra in a discard pile, we can just Serena KO, and that's game. Basically speaking. But that said, you know, they KO right now with the Inteleon. We just come Regidrago, the basic one, and just take a KO there. You know? They could be quite smart and just go for, if they were able to, ping this a couple of times to reduce our damage output. But no, they didn't have anything. They had absolutely nothing. We Marnied them to a point of nothing. And that Stadium bounce, I think, was the big thing. Very curious as to why they didn't go for the Gale Thrust. I think because it hit 130 and didn't KO the Lugia, if I'm correct. Regardless, we're here hitting a straight 240 on them. Look at baby Regidrago. Look at him go. Hey, look at him go. Look at this little boy. Oh, look at him. Look at him do his thing. Oh, you go. You do your thing, man. You have a good time, why don't you? Do your thing. What's funny, if this goes in the discard pile, we can use it with this. Yeah, we're fine. We're 30, bro. We won. All right. Although that said, the damage is reduced because we have damage counters on us, so that's something to bear in mind. But I think we're sweet. I think we're sweet and sound. Getting the damage on those Inteleons is just, yeah. just saved us. Granted, the Rapid Flow, I don't think the Rapid Flow take these out just yet. Does the resistance apply to bench? Don't apply weakness and resistance for bench Pokemon. Okay, so it just hits 120. So these two can just go immediately with a Rapid Flow, which kind of is probably what they wanted to do last turn. But now that I've got 2 Regidragos good to go, all this Gust, it's just too late. It's just too late for them. Love the idea, though. I really like it. It's a way for them to go ahead and play Urshifu with having some cheeky stuff in there. If I was going to do the Eternatus, mate, cut these, just Eternatus your Urshifus out, and just start, you know, Melanie and doing that. I would say do that if you're really going to go for it. It is good fun if it works out. You know, you still need to make it work out. But, you know, if it does, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. You know? But I do think Urshi is just too, funny enough, too slow in this format. It just gets, the pressure that gets put on by Lugia really is something to, wow, okay. Bro, Regidrago, the base one, it's just winning us the game. look at him go. Look at you go. Oh my God. Hey, that's good fun. We don't deserve that. We did not deserve that, man. Alrighty, this hand is interesting. The Archeops and Discord Pro, sure we can do it. Let's hope we're playing something a bit slow here because we have a terrible start. No capture energies, no quick balls, none of that. Bit rough, definitely rough. Also, didn't mention this deck has Stormy Mountains. We have three Stormy Mountains because why not, right? It gets Regidrago out. It means there's a little bit less requirement, so to speak, to get both Regidrago V and Lugia out, which is kind of what you need to do in this deck. It just, you know, makes it a bit easier to achieve that out more often. So it's in the deck, but right now it's not you know, doing its thing, unfortunately. But, you know, we have to just research next time. That's fine. We'll do that. We could Regidrago Choice Belt, gets the Duraludon in a discard pile. But you know what I do like about this deck? It really does take advantage of the discard that we have available, right? With the researches and Serenas and quick balls and ultra balls, all of that stuff. Oh, wow. They just got nothing. Okay. Well, no, I was going to say if they're struggling, we could like try and Serena hold the research, but we're just going to research, bro. We're not going to mess about. Still no Lugia. Oh my gosh. Where's my Lugias, bro? No, I know, right, that I only play 2 Lugia, so obviously the odds of me finding them are just not there, right? I get that, but bearing in mind this is a hybrid deck, so to speak, so I could still Legacy Star and then just find the energy I need next turn, so I don't have to really do the whole Lugia thing just yet. So we'll see what happens this turn here. You know, if we just had that Lugia V down, maybe I should add a third. I don't know. It's Lugia's just there to get the Archeops out. It's not there to really be a mainstay, which is why it's a 2-2 line. It's like, right, just get the Lugia out and then you're fine, right? That's really what we need to do. And then from that point on, it's okay. But yeah, we're just not getting the Lugias. Maybe add a third copy. If you're ever gonna play, are you really gonna play this deck, mate? Are you? Okay, we've just won. Yeah, like we've just won. It's as simple as that. If we don't win here, it's mental. But we've just won. I'm gonna get you just in case. You never know. We could whiff on some things, so we're not gonna, you know, expect too much just yet. And that's why we're gonna get Lugia out. There we are. And we'll also most likely just research here. If we just find a Heat Fire, an Aurora, anything like that, we win. Yeah, it's that simple. It's a simple, easy, comfortable dub. And there we go. So that's just going to be the dub there. We would have had it next turn, but Apex Dragon's just going to, yeah, there you go. I don't know what deck we're playing against, but they bricked, bro. That is mental. Absolutely mental. Oh, they got to search for their cards. God's sake. Oh, don't BM this, please, mate. Don't sit here and go, I'm going to teach me cards to the timer runs out. No. They're going to do it, aren't they? They're going to walk away, go and get themselves a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, depending on what country they're from, and then just watch. Oh, great. Ah, lovely. Oh, they did. They got one card. Fair play. All right, no BM. Bro, the amount of times I've started Lumineon in this deck is filthy. And that's nothing new, is it? Absolutely nothing new. At least we have available here a way to get both Lugia and... Oh, hello. We're playing the old Lost Box Rooney here with the old Tinas, which is quite cool. Did actually beat a Tina in testing with this deck. So there you go. That means nothing really, doesn't it? But hey, it means something to me. Right, yes, we are good here. We are nice and comfy. Maybe I should have Ultra Balled for an Archeops there. Maybe we should have done that. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go ahead and just get Regidrago down. There we are. So we have our 2 Donnies. That's cool. The hand, though, bloody hell, is it rough. The hand is not good. We're going to have to Ultra Ball away Auroras and stuff. I mean, to be fair, you know, we're not so cautious about our Auroras compared to a typical Lugia, because like, you got to have your counts right in those decks. Because if you're playing the ones nowadays that go for like, you know, the Charizard, the Raikous, and your Veltal, you got to like really consider your Auroras and be like, right, what card am I looking to use and attack within this deck? How many Auroras do I need for that? Ultimately, you want maximum, I think it's 3, right? 3 either, so 3 you can attach to your Veltal and double Turbo Energy, or 3 for the Raikou. And then if you get rid of 1, it's fine, because you usually have the Heat Fire for either your Veltal or the Charizard. So I believe the count you're comfortable with is 3, so you can get rid of 1 Aurora. This one, I'm not too fussed about, right? Considering we have a lot available. But the Auroras are still important, that I will say. Right, this looks like a bloody post-rotation build, mate. They got the Path, got the Abyss Seeking. I also, I don't remember if I included Pumpkaboo in this deck now. I don't remember. Yeah, I'm stupid. That's what it is. Right, we'll get rid of you and an Aurora. They could Path me, it's fine. I am so unprepared. I'm like the most unprepared ever. All right, let's do that, and we'll get rid of you two for now. If we're playing that slow burner game, we'll play the Stormy Mountains. And we got the Archeops out. The thing is, right, we don't have the V-STAR, which kind of sucks. So maybe I actually hold here. I could go for the, by the way, the one Archeops, as I said before, is decent for this deck. We don't need 2 because it's only there for Regidrago. And attachment plus Archeops is enough for charging up a fresh one. So 2 ain't that important. So what can I do here? I could KO this Giratina, can't I? No, I can't. I can attach an Aurora to Lumineon, get Archeops out, retreat an Archeops Turbo plus whatever energy, and that'll be 200. But it does apply pressure. So I do like the sound of it. Okay, let's do that. Get rid of the Regidrago V. And we'll Stormy Mountains. We'll get ourselves Lugia. And considering we do still have 1 more Regidrago V. Okay, fine. It's not ideal, this, but I think it's okay. Well, that said, they could just gust up the Archeops, take it out, and then we're done, right? That's basically the problem, isn't it? Oh, I don't think it's that deep. Deep. We'll get you out. You seem like fun. Okay, for the 1 Archeops. Oh, I'm a dum-dum. I'm stupid. Okay. Well, if they gust the Archeops up, we'll have Lugia up for another turn. How about that? All right, we've got the threat. We've got the threat. It's fine. Absolutely fine. No pressure. No pressure whatsoever. You're not doing anything wrong at all, mate. You know, it's not like the deck's out here causing problems already because you have to discard a lot of things and still find a lot of things. No, not at all. Bearing in mind, they only have 4 in the loss. Okay, there's the 1 config. They need a serious config business right now in order to get Mirage Gate going and start just dominating. That's basically it. But we can respond. We have Goodra, which is quite cool. If they come up with a fresh one. Okay, well, in that case, I'll probably just give you this, right? We can still get that going next turn if need be. And just start hitting heavy. I can see why Charizard's obviously better. You ain't got to tell me twice, all right? You know, most of the time, if you're putting free energy on something that's hitting 240, you're better off putting 3 that hits 250. But they've gone and scooped. All right, it's going to be one of them games, isn't it? Sorry, one of them days where they just, it's just scoop town. Right, we're going to try being super aggressive on this match. So let's just start doing things, shall we? I'm going to, going one first, I don't like. Also, Mew. Just Mew. I'm going to put this down here. I'm going to put my resources on this one because there is that always the Meloetta of potential. Yeah, I'm going to just discard things that maybe I would have put a bit more thought into and just be like, you know what? No, get rid of them. You know, obviously I will put thought into things and, you know, be aware. I'm not just going to trash my hand every turn. But, you know, maybe things that are a bit more debatable, like here, like I'm just going to Serena this whole hand. I mean, oh, do I keep the money or do I keep it? No, just get rid of it. We got a setup to achieve here. And unfortunately, we don't have any Lugia start just yet. So not having Lugia down again is just a problem. Getting these Stormy Mountains though, so we got 2 Regidrago. Just no Lugia. Yeah, if you were really going to play this deck, which I don't recommend, but if you were, just for the goose and the gaffs, you know, I would definitely add a 3rd Lugia. For sure. Just you need the Lugia out turn 1 just as much as you need Regidrago out. In fact, I think you need the Lugia out more so, because you can still use the single prize Regidrago early doors, right? So Regidrago, and also you need time to get the stuff in the discard pile for Regidrago VSTAR to actually do anything. So, you know, there's debates to be made, so to speak, but I think ultimately, yeah, add a 3rd Lugia, because that's actually harder to achieve than the Regidrago in this deck. So that's something I've just realized now. Too late to change, but I can always say change it, you know, if you are going to play it. But you know, if you're not, enjoy. We're here to mess about. We're here to have a good time. You know, this deck is literally impossible post-rotation, so let's do that. You know, it's not about whether, what was it? what I got wrong, was it, they always say, what they got wrong is it's not, they kept thinking about whether they could, but not whether they should. What's that saying? You know, when something just gets made and it has no right to exist, you're too worried about could it exist rather than should it exist. I must have been what Pokemon were thinking before they made Sableye. You know, they're too caught up in the could, not the should. But they made the ultimate gatekeeper for single prizes. Imagine the format we'd be in right now if Sableye didn't exist. I'm just saying. Just imagine it. All the other cards do, Sableye doesn't. Just imagine the format. It would be so different. You would probably see things like Malamar still running around. You know, these random single prizes that were doing well at one point. You know, Rapid Strike Malamar, gone. Sableye just vanishing it from existence. Completely gatekeeping things. Mew struggles more so against single prizes than anything else because of the prize trades, especially with the powerful single prizes we have available. You know, what would it look like? I don't like to do what ifs too much, but just as a laugh, a bit of fun. Great top deck, by the way, just fantastic. What would it be like? You know, to live in that kind of world. Do I attach the double turbo to the active? No. Attach it to Lugia. Right, let's Serena. Let's do that bad boy. Oh, okay. Next turn, we've pretty much we're looking very solid next turn, that's for sure. All right, we're just gonna click done. Obviously, they're gonna get their KO as they do. But yes, what would it be like? What cards would dominate? The Inteleon Engine would still be quite strong, I expect. Not so much now, but it would be in that case. Oh, they're gonna gust my Lugia, aren't they? They're so gonna gust my Lugia. Maybe I should have put a second down with that quick ball. I was hoping to save that quick ball to get another Archeops down. Maybe that was a bit greedy. Anyway, what would it be? What other decks? So the Inteleon Engine would be strong. Rapid Strike Malamar would probably still be strong. But then Stoutland would come in and start causing problems, wouldn't he? Look, the only single prize decks that can do well are the ones who don't need to worry so much about Sableye. You know, Regis. You know, they usually have HP that can deal with it, and they have scoop up nets to be able to remove the damage, to be able to allow you to, you know, keep on track against the single prize matchup there. Doesn't need to worry. Regis will go post-rotation, by the way. Post-rotation format is going to look very strange. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I don't know how it's going to be, man. But that said, we're not asking that question, are we? Just what would it be like? What if, imagine, I would love to be able to, I don't know how to organize tournaments, but I'd love to be able to organize a tournament where Sableye is just banned. Nothing else. Just Sableye. That's it. And then just see what cards appear out of nowhere that Sableye was shutting off. Could someone do that? Just a no Sableye tournament. Just ban Sableye. Let Lost Box run. You know, let the Mirage Gate still stay true. Right, let it happen. But no Sableye. So if you were playing single prize decks, just run your Manaphy's. You know? That way you still have some shouts against the likes of Raikou and stuff like that. and just see what happens. I would be so curious. Just genuinely curious. They haven't got KO yet, have they? Have they played? I haven't been paying attention, but have they played a power tablet this turn? They must have, right? They played this before. Yeah, they've got KO. They played power tablet before these. So they played the escape probe before power tablet. So they have that. They're just looking for extra pieces, I guess. But yeah, like I honestly would love to see that kind of format. Just out of fun. Maybe we'll do it one day, huh? I just don't know how to organize those things. I'd love to, but I don't know. Anyway, we're going to get an Ultra Ball and probably find a... Ooh, what do I bring up here? Do I promote Lugia? Or do I promote the Regis? Pretty confident we're getting a Regi attack off this turn, so it doesn't really matter, does it, what we're promoting? But the Lugia we can retreat. They're going to KO it. Anyway, let's get ourselves an Archeops. We'll bench you, and we'll get rid of these two. Yeah. That way, at least we have an attack with the V-Star if we do get it. But I think we're correct in promoting Lugia, because we need the Lugia first before we even find the Regidrago VSTAR. Well, that's interesting. Anyway, let's get rid of these two. Grab ourselves Lugia VSTAR. Beautiful. Well, not really. I don't like the rainbows. Rainbows, they're terrible. Terrible. Oh, yes. Okay, there we go. Could retreat this turn after getting the two Archeops out. And just attack with the Regidrago VSTAR. It hits more damage, but I'd rather just throw another double turbo on this Lugia. And, you know, go for a swing. You know, just go for a good old swing. A good old swingaroony. No problem with that, is there? And we'll charge up this bad boy. Let's get an Aurora. Get two Auroras down, maybe. Yeah, that sounds about right. And we'll go for Tempest Dive. What we need is these other cheeky attacks that we don't have right now. Yes, we will discard that stadium. We need like Goodra. Goodra's going to be our answer, I think. Just make it really hard for them to pierce through us. So we need to get a Goodra in the discard pile, which is a lot to ask for, I think. A lot to ask for. Also, 160. Oh yeah, I forgot this as well. But if we can do that, that'd be nice. That'd be quite good. Yeah, I like the sound of that. I do like the sound of the Goodra stuff. I really do. How would Arceus Regidrago be post-rotation? Ooh, that's an interesting question. Is it too slow? But the format slows down. The format does slow down. I think I've asked this question before, haven't I? Where I played Regidrago. And it was a Regidrago with Rillaboom. That was really good. But I'm curious about Arceus Regidrago. Maybe the best partner for it. I'm pretty sure I'm not the first one to ask that question. And people have probably discussed it in depth already. But I haven't heard it. So there you go. Just because other people have spoken about it doesn't mean my ears are there, okay? I'm not listening to everything. But yeah, genuine curiosity. If you can let me know in the comments if it has been discussed, if it's been thought about before. Arceus Regidrago. It's slow enough. That sounds weird to say. Fast enough. You know, just get the Arceus out. You still need to get the stuff in a discard pile, but there's ways. Throw Burn It in there. Why not? Get one cheeky one, Burn It. You know? Maybe that could have been useful in this deck as well. Right, they're coming in with the... No, they're not. Okay, they're coming for this. Fair play. That's not a terrible shout, right? Because I think they understand the threat. They understand the threat that's about. They know I can start using Goodra and start reducing damage output and all that jazz. I could just Lumineon here and just go straight in. Also, I guess it's true that they just remove all damage from that basic Regidrago. So I understand. 250, Jesus Christ, they really went in there, didn't they? Jesus. Oh, hello. Nice to see you, mate. To see you nice. That is lovely. Okie dokie. Duraludon's coming in with that shred, baby. I like that. Also, you are cheeky. We could Choice Belt won it KO, but we can't actually because of this. Oh, god damn it. Why do you exist? Or they knew when they printed Orikuri, they knew what was happening. Also, Thick Mucus doing, I believe that's actually 200 damage. Interesting as well, Goodra isn't here. Goodra is prized. Very, very sucky. And also, wait, don't tell me I prized a V-Star. I prized a Drago V-Star. Come off it. That's what I was looking for here. All right, then. Let's get you out the way. I'll attach you here. I'm going to go ahead and accelerate ahead of time. Is it two? Yes, 2 grass. And then we could just go ahead, Lumineon. And do I think I gust this turn, don't I? I think I do. I gust, hit the prizes. Ah, see, now I just want to research this Giratina away, but we don't really need the Giratina right now. So I think we just gust and take the KO. Yes, okay. I was going, bro, in my head, I was like, oh, wait, you can't, Sean. What are you doing? What are you doing, Sean? You can't. We got. I was like, we can't do it because we have only that attack. But no, pulverization will be able to see us through. Right, we basically need 2 turns here of Goodra, but we need to find the Goodra and a way to discard it still. That's not it. There's the other Drake. Okay, I'll take that. And maybe we can come in and swing with a GMAX pulverization, hopefully survive the turn, but I don't see that happening. The gust power of Mew is too strong. That said, they're only 1 boss down. Bro, 1 boss down with, what is that, 7 cards in, with 18 cards, no, 18. What am I talking about? With, well, it's now 15 cards in deck. They for sure have boss, right? They 100%. Also, thank you, Roxanne is a lie. But just gave me an out to another Lumineon. Roxanne's a lie. Roxanne's a lie, bro. It ain't true. It ain't true. Oh, it's funny. Granted, I need to get the other Regidrago and stuff. I could come up with the Lugia still and go for a swing for another 360. To be fair, that's not a terrible shout. I don't mind that if you ask me. But I think it's a wrap. That said, have they benched the Mew? Ah, see, that's so intelligent. Because if they used Technoblast, they wouldn't have been able to attack next turn. But now they can, because they just use Glistening Droplets and just KO the Regidrago that way. So now it makes a lot more sense why they really went for that 250 there. It just sets up that. Right, let's promote Lugia. And now we have to dream. We just have to dream, basically. Marnie does seem good too. If we have Marnie, we do. Marnie actually seems better. As much as I want to research here, there's no need to. Is there a need to? I guess Tina out. But no, Marnie's the play, right? We need to limit them and hopefully just, well, it doesn't matter, does it? They've got bloody Genesects. But whatever chance we take, we take. Play to outs, as they say, right? We're just going to take our chances. Right then. What is the one that should come up to the active now? I think it's the Lugia VSTAR stays, right? I think it stays. Don't think it matters ultimately. The Regidrago will hit more, hit harder. So if there's any healing happening, we don't want that. We'll go Regidrago. We'll just sit there and go, right, we're going to go for a pulverization here. All right. In fact, we could Dragon Energy. I think the damage is identical, funnily enough, because Dragon Energy gets reduced by Regidrago. So it's the same thing. We still do 220. It didn't matter. It didn't matter at all. Let's see if they've got the boss. They probably do, right? Boss for game. We have Serena for game, by the way. So if they get boss, it's game. It's like they get it or we have it. It's as simple as that. They can only draw 1 card here with this Genesect by the looks of it, unless they discard. Like, bro, if they had like an Ultra Ball in hand, they would play it not even thinking. Why did you think? Bro, I knew your hand better than you. You wouldn't think about that. Just ditch your hand, mate. Just find that boss, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, find it. Unless they've had the worst pricing on earth and they've like priced 2 bosses orders. I'm waffling. They for sure have the boss. Come on. There is no world where you don't have it. No way. Oh, you have the cross switcher? Okay. All right, fine. Do it in your own roundabout way then. Of course, I forgot they had that. Bro, for a sec, you thought, just like how I thought, you thought, yeah, we thought. The deck is suboptimal, the build is suboptimal. There's no way we're going to have crazy success with this, but it was fun. It was a good time, and I just wanted to explore this avenue of being able to use Regidrago. So we'll check it off the box. we'll never have to go back. So yeah, good fun. Do I recommend it? I've pretty much made it clear for the whole video. Probably no, I don't recommend it. But if you were going to explore it, I guess one thing I would say is maybe, as I said, add the other Lugia V. You know, you don't have much space to add other things though. You could cut the Appletun, I guess, to add it. You could also cut something else in here, maybe. Oh, it's tough, man. You could cut an Aromatic Energy maybe, and add like a Manaphy, and you know, maybe find a way to add on top of that the Pumpkaboo. But yeah, you know, you're really stretching it thin. You know, you're better off just playing it Regidrago with the... For me, I really like the Rillaboom way of playing Regidrago. I think it's good fun. And you're better off just doing Lugia as Lugia, you know? These things don't deserve to be together, and I deserve to be beaten playing it. So, just complete degenerate deck. But it's done, it's out of the way. And yeah, I think this shower that I'm going to take tomorrow morning is going to be a lovely one, because I have to wash all this off me. Yeah, great stuff. Anyway, leave it there. Do like it, did enjoy. Please subscribe for more. We get to 10K. Nearly there. Yeah.